but she's going to be able to sniff out the bullshit. This happens multiple times, and if you don't think this is true, well, you can search up divorce rates of very successful men, millionaires. I mean, Bill Gates, I believe, got divorced a couple weeks ago. Not that I'm into that stuff, but money and superficial things, guys, believe me, in and of themselves, they're not enough. If you lack the spirit, if you lack the drive, like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel, you beautiful people. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. You guys know the intro, what is up? We have a beautiful sunny day outside, I'm loving it. Summer, we're in June now, goodness, summer is nearly here. And again, hopefully you're having an amazing day. Comment below where you're from, what time is it, and hashtag self-developed army. So guys, in this video, I believe I titled it, 3 Signs She Is Into You. Now, I normally don't make videos like this, but I feel it would be good for you as men to understand these signals, because really what we're doing is building something deeper and long-lasting, and if you can understand these, well then it just makes life a lot easier. Now, first and foremost, before we actually jump into the 3 tips, I want to preface this by explaining something called choosing signals. Now, choosing signals, guys, are signs that women, 9 out of 10 times, they're not even consciously aware of this, that they give men that essentially are a green flag for the man to approach. Now, if you can understand some of these choosing signals, which is what I'm about to explain, it makes your life a whole lot easier when finding a appropriate mate for building your life as a man in the best of both worlds. Sign number 1, guys, this is she is going to preen herself. Now, when I say this, I essentially mean she is going to, again, subliminally, it's very unconscious, guys. Like, I'll walk down the street, or I'm sure you guys have noticed this too, and you notice all of a sudden, maybe this girl's like fixing her hair, maybe she's, I don't know, fixing her shirt. It's very subconscious, maybe, I don't know, checking that her skin's okay, right? A lot of times she's not aware that she's doing this, but this is a massive green flag. This is a massive choosing signal, because you must understand biologically she is making herself look the most appropriate, I guess you could say, or essentially just the prettiest she can be for you as the man to eject, to move forward and build a life long lasting. Number 2, guys, and each tip gradually increases, it gets a little bit deeper, and in the finale I'm going to explain exactly why. Sign number 2 that she's into you, guys, this is she begins to follow you wherever you go. Now, I mean this literally, and in more metaphorical context, maybe being your passion. So I know you guys can relate with a ton of this. Maybe there's a girl who you kind of knew liked you, you moved to one side of the room. I literally remember, it's so funny, this memory's coming. The first day I went to a new high school, right? I was grade 11, I switched from a public school to a Catholic school. And I remember the first day we all had, I guess, our seatings. I didn't really know anyone, so I kind of just sat, I guess, where I sat. And the next day, a girl who actually we ended up dating, the next day she moved right beside me, right? Now, this is a bit more of an extreme example, but when I mean she begins to follow what you do, she's going to begin following your passions. So if you're into our particular style of music, like I love EDM, the girlfriend at the time began banging EDM. She wanted to go to kind of like festivals. She was much more open to it, where beforehand, like, that would be the last thing she would be into. Femininity takes on the scent of masculinity in a certain extent. It's almost like tofu, right? When you put tofu with soy sauce, it's going to take on the flavor of soy sauce. Maybe you cook tofu with peanut dishes, it's going to take on the flavor of peanuts. Now, this is not to say that women can't make their own mind up, but what I'm saying is femininity, especially when a girl likes you, they begin to mold and follow the scent of masculinity. I'll give you another practical example. My good buddy is a powerlifter. He's my squat coach. Very, very strong lad. He started dating a girl, I believe about a year ago, and now she's into powerlifting as well, right? That's a pretty drastic pursuit. Not every Joe guy or girl gets into powerlifting, and she's like a legitimate belt, all the gear, squat rack. Their entire place is like decked out. This is what femininity does to masculinity when she's in good company, when she enjoys what's going on. And now, guys, this takes us to number 3. Everything's going to begin to add up. Why this all happens in the first place, right? This is the most important. The 3rd sign that she's into you, guys, is she wants to be a part of your mission. Now, guys, when I say this, it's pretty clear. We as men all have missions. At the time, young high school David, maybe that was working out and listening to EDM, right? That was my scent at the time. That was my drive at the time. Maybe for the friend, it was powerlifting. For me now, it's maybe fitness, building up the business. Your woman, or the girl that's interested in you, if she's really interested in who you are, it's the mission, it's the masculinity, it's the purpose. It's not so much in what you look like. It's not so much in the external things you have. And even, let's just say, that does attract her superficially, that won't keep her long term, because if you as a man lack this scent, lack this drive, this thumos, this fire, this spiros, right? Spirit. Then the 3 tips prior just won't make sense, right? Think of it this way. This is an analogy I give to a lot of clients. Let's say you're in a grocery store and you see a chocolate bunny, right, wrapped in, I guess paper, and you can't touch it. You can buy it, but you can't touch it. From afar, that chocolate bunny looks solid. You would think, okay, like that's pure solid chocolate. Later you realize when you get home, you finally undo the wrapper, you break it open, it's hollow. This is exactly what women need to test. And by you having this mission, right, this thumos, this fire, this spirit, right? Maybe that's powerlifting at the time, maybe that's fitness, photography, whatever it is, that will keep her around long term because there is something greater than just you externally. Do you understand? She's essentially cracking open the chocolate to see it's whole, it's been whole, you're both good to go. Opposed to it being hollow, yeah, maybe you have some superficial things that attract her superficially, but she's going to be able to sniff out the bullshit. This happens multiple times, and if you don't think this is true, well, you can search up divorce rates of very successful men, millionaires. I mean, Bill Gates, I believe, got divorced a couple weeks ago. Not that I'm into that stuff, but money and superficial things, guys, believe me, in and of themselves, they're not enough. If you lack the spirit, if you lack the drive, like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. And the best part is we are all capable of accessing the spirit. Anyone can be a powerlifter. Anyone can be into electronic music. Anyone can be into fitness. Anyone can start a side passion. And the reason I make this video is because by tripling down on that, you will naturally and organically attract these women. This is what I've done for the past 4 years with my girlfriend. And it's what I recommend to all of you guys. Use these 3 signs to find yourself a girl who's going to help support your mission. And by her supporting your mission, you can support her. It literally is a synergistic mutual exchange. It's a win-win. So anyways, guys, that is it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And as final plugs, if you would like to work with me on a personal level at maybe learning more on female nature, masculinity, how they work together, and how to move forwards in the most optimal ways, there is always one-on-one coaching. We have group coaching and the course, but what I'm promoting here, guys, is the workshop, because we are going live in 2 freaking days on Sunday. Today's Friday, and I would love to have you guys. The workshop is 4 one-hour calls with myself and a small group of men where we break down everything, all on masculinity, femininity, choosing signals, understanding both parties as a whole, moving forwards in the best of ways, as well as improving your fitness, business, and mindset. It's the first link down below if you guys are interested, and I will finish it there. Thank you. Have a fantastic day. You can support the channel, pick up edge. You guys know the flex, and I'll check you in the next video. With that, much love.